Hey everybody, this is Pinky Chris here, and I am back with another brand new SMBX episode. And this is going to be a little showcase on something that I am in the middle of making right now. A little patch for my episode Metroid X, the reboot. Yeah. So here's exactly why I made this episode. Completely different from the original. A while back, I made a Mega Man styled episode with 9 levels with Super Mario Bros. and Kirby bosses as well. Yeah. And I decided that I wanted to make it kind of like Mega Man, but unfortunately, however, it turned out shitty. Yeah, that's exactly why I rebooted this episode. It was all just for that particular reason. It was just very unfortunate. I mean, it was literally one of the worst projects I've ever made in my life. And I totally regret ever creating it. And I can't speak today. I'm very sorry. But outside of that, however, yeah, I rebooted this, as you obviously see. So, what this episode contains is 8 bosses, each from the Mega Man X games, taking place after the main Mega Man series. And then there's Sigma, who is actually a final boss of this game, except he's not the actual antagonist of the series. Raxus is. I'll show him to you when we start the showcase soon. So yeah. Speaking of the patch, however, why don't we get that started? Because I'd like to show you some of the stuff that I have fixed up a little bit. You know, kind of like, improve everything. Improvise things a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so right here, the introduction stage, instead of having, these kind of blocks that I used before, the invisible blocks are now being used for this platform that you see right here. Raxus is this blue dude who's standing right up there. And he is an SMB3 Bowser sprite. And yes, I did take this from Valteri's Samus sprite. Credit goes to you, Valtteri. You rock, dude. So yeah, that's the only thing I actually, adjusted. So, let's move on to the next one. Okay, everything is the same here, except I fixed up these 2 sprites because they were completely awkward. And then the boss for Sigma Fortress 1 is the spider boss. I decided to replace Mecha Ridley with this boss because I wanted this episode to consist of Mega Man X sprites only. So yeah, there's baby spiders right here that climb on these poles that replace the ladders, and you gotta hit the mother brain spider with these bombs. Or you could pretty much just get close to it and then just jab it with your stab button. Yeah, right here. So yeah, only thing I adjusted in this stage. Oh yeah, the ending. I I decided to make an ending for this game. I made it a little more different than the last ending I made. So here it reads: Samus Aran has defeated an unfortunate threat that was bound to rule the universe. With her successful triumph, she now leads her brethren to even more devastating battles. But with Raxus in the war, it is far from over. What greater challenges await Samus in her ongoing adventures in this war against machines? Someone or even Samus will find out. It'll kind of be a bit of a credit roll, except it has text. That's pretty much just part of the story. Or more like senseless bullshit, if you want to call it that. What else did I do here? Okay, yeah, so everything in this stage is the same. Except here, there's blocks that restrict you from going above the level. Everything around here is the same as well. I mean, I didn't really make too much justifications to this level. It is kind of short, to be honest, but the one thing that I did actually kind of fix was Bubble Crab. Because the last time I used him, he was an SMB2 Mouser Sprite, which I kind of found pathetic. So I decided to have him replace Wart. Yeah. I just want to make the bosses as fun and fast-paced as possible. So yeah, Bubble Crab is the only thing I fixed up. And the last one, so sorry, I'm tired. Oh. Terribly sorry about that. Stage 6. So yeah, I'm currently redesigning this stage right now. Because I kind of thought the Wheeled Gator stage I made was kind of generic. Like, just your basic average jungle level. Like, whoop. Yeah. At first it's a tank, but then it starts turning into a serene jungle of Reploids. So, yeah. So I'm going to show you how this level works. And if I end up dying or something, I apologize. So, let's get this show on the road. I don't even know where to put the mic down. Ugh. Just put it right here, yeah. So once you enter the tank, you're all like, okay, this sounds easy. It's not even moving at all, but it's supposed to move at some point. Right there is a life. If you notice any of the Samus heads around there, those are extra lives. Aha. Yeah, once you, like, hit one of those blocks, the tank starts moving. Ow. So the thing is here, you have to get to the end of the tank before it reaches the end of this section. If you're too slow, I did make a lot of spare time. So this way you will be able to, like, try your best. If you're wondering what all that brown stuff is, it's actually gasoline, not chocolate. Some people will be confused about that. I apologize. Yeah. Okay, so once you get to the end, you pretty much just have to sit there until, like... Yeah, until the tank gets to the end of the section. Yeah, that is kind of too long, but I will fix that. But the only thing about that is, you can't enter the door until you, like... Until you encounter these explosions right here. Every single one of these. I did make up a lot of spare time in case any of you are slow. I didn't want there to be any goodies in the tank because I knew that would be really way too difficult for you guys. And I did actually put some Easter eggs around in some of the... So yeah, I did... So yeah, I placed those Easter eggs around just for the fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna kind of make this a little faster. Just so it doesn't, like, drag on. Like it just did right there. But, other than that, yeah. That's pretty much everything the patch is gonna have. So, once I complete this patch, I will delete the other version on SenseBase and then replace it with this one. So, I hope you enjoyed this showcase, and I'll see you all later.